when it all falls apart. Like, you know, when it seems like there's nothing else left. Like everything that you've done just hasn't worked, you know. Like you've been giving and giving and giving and trying to help and make things better, but yet things only get worse. What do you do at that point? You know, it's like, what do you do when you realize that you've just been lying to yourself the whole time? You know, it's like, can you just turn around and start telling the truth? Because the thing is with that, it's like once you start telling the truth, once you admit you're a liar, then it's like, it just makes everything else fall apart. It's like, it's the lies are the only things that seem to be gluing your life together. And if you take the lies away, then the whole thing comes crumbling down, doesn't it? Like, what will happen once people find out that I've been lying? What will happen? Is my wife gonna leave me? Are my kids gonna hate me? Is my business gonna fall apart? What's gonna happen? And it's scary as shit, isn't it? But then the thing is, it's like, if everything is almost crumbling anyway, and the only thing that's holding it together is the lies, fuck, just take them out, no? Have the balls to actually just remove the lies and let it all come crumbling down. Then at least you can, rather than just trying to patch the bricks of the castle fortress up with more lies and more lies and more lies, just let it all fall down. Just let it all fall down. And then build it back up with truth. Tell the fucking truth. You know? It's like I've spent so much time recently, you know, pretending to be somebody that I'm not. I mean, I went through a massive spiritual awakening a couple of years ago, and I came to the realization that I am the creator of my reality. The thoughts that I think influence everything outside of me. How I am inside influences everything outside. And I thought, this is fucking amazing. You know, I came to the realization of how powerful I am to be able to create the things that I want to create. And yet, I still create shit. So what does that say? What does that mean? Does it mean that inside I'm still not right? Like, is the spiritual awakening itself not enough? Like, just because you're confronted with the truth and you understand the truth that you are the creator of your reality, it's not enough. You have to actually step into it and become it. And trying to hold together a life that wasn't working before, just because you've come to the realization of some truth, isn't enough. And for far too long, I've been trying to patch up a life that was broken with more lies, like pretending that I'm all right. You know, I've come to the realization of this truth. I know I'm the creator of my reality. It's given me hope. It's given me power. It's given me thing. And I'm just like, fuck, I'm all right. This is amazing. But I'm not all right. The awakening to that truth, all it did was cover the wall a little more. All it did was plaster over the cracks that were forming. I didn't actually break down. I pretended I'd broken down. I pretended I was rebuilt new. I pretended that I'd heard this truth and that my life had changed. But it was all just a lie. And now it has come crumbling down. Like, the relationship with my wife is just, it's not in a good place. And because that's not in a good place, I'm not in a good place. You know? And that's making me short with the kids. It's like, fuck, they don't deserve it. You know? I'm tired of hustling to build a business that doesn't happen. So, and I feel like the most disconnected from God. And I use that word because it's a word that we all understand. In those 4 areas of my life, my spirituality, my relationships, my business, and my body, I'm full of aches and pains. I'm getting fatter. I'm not eating properly. You know, and it's like, what am I going to do with that now? What do I do with that? It's all come crumbling down. I can't hold it together any longer. I literally cannot hold it together any longer. So the question is now, what do I do? Where do I go? How do I build this up? And the only thing I can do is start telling the truth. Start telling the truth and just build it all back together, brick by brick, bit by bit. Stop hiding. Stop lying. Stop pretending. Stop acting like I've got it all together when I don't. And just admit that I don't have it together. And that's okay. And that's okay. Let's see where it goes from here.